airspace and your actions may be deemed as hostile. We are authorized to use lethal force if required. Please get in contact with us on guard. Otherwise, we may be forced to use lethal force.
Thank you. Which aircraft carrier you are from? The intel is much appreciated.
You're welcome, my friend. Stay safe out there. Make sure to send a postcard.
We've got a proximity detonation postcard for him right here.
Yeah. Right, command, the jet has turned on the heading 140, well clear of the carrier now. The jet has finished its turn heading 170 and is now well clear of the carrier.
Roger that. Gold 1, direct RTB.
Good to RTB, good one, thank you.
Okay, we're 30 miles to check-in, it seems.
This is local to 50 miles from carrier. Please change to approach.
Alright, do you know the landing procedure for this ship?
Switch.
Well, the way that he's specified in the briefing is a little different to what I'm used to, so that's the bit that we're going to have to try and remember. It was like 30 check-in, it was 50 check-in, 30 hit a radial that he's going to give us, and then turn on to the approach radial, which is probably the same one we took off on, and then apparently we're doing overhead brakes.
How do you put radials into the tank? That's the question.
There's a coarse rocker switch, not a rocker switch, like a 3-position toggle just below the HUD controls. So above your standby gauges, it goes left and right. It's labelled CRS in vertical letters.
No, but the HUD controls, not the LFDs.
Command Gold 2-1, I'd also like to request a switch.
Underneath
I'm
the
70
UFC.
miles away, but I'll be soon.
Got it, thank you.
Gold 2-1, clear switch.
Clear switch.
Oh, weird spot for it to be.
It's definitely a bolt on, isn't it?
I mean, I find the Tomcat the Phantom dude, like, this isn't much of a bolt on.
It's a well, I was going to say an MOD bolt on, but I guess technically the cockpit in these ones isn't.
Close enough. It looks like we are light enough to land vertically if we need to, assuming we do. I'm assuming we will, even.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I imagine we're going to be hitting the deck at about maybe 900 pounds, something like that, so it should be fine. Apparently they always do dry takeoffs, they save all the water for landing.
That makes sense to be fair. I mean, I've still got plenty of water.
The overhead brake, it's just I guess whatever speed you want, but typically 350. At 250 it's gear, flaps, nozzles to 60, water, air brake, V-stall, HUD mode, and then you're pretty much good. You turn the final quite early than you think. Generally speaking, try and keep it above like 130 until you're going to transition into hover. So that might mean pushing the nose down a little bit or putting the nose a little bit aft, just so you don't get too slow before you're ready to fully transition to hover.
Copy. And the nozzles are what, like 75 for a hover?
So you'll hit 60 at the brake, or when you're on the downwind. Hover stop, I think, is like 82. Just try and keep the nose like between level and 5 degrees nose high, or maybe between like level and 2.5, and then you'll just be looking at the deck and modulating your power to your altitude and your nozzle position for your matching speed. So talking about a nozzle is a bit redundant. It's about matching the carrier.
I see. So it's just a really steep, slow landing rather than actual helicopter hover into a land.
So he's not said otherwise. I'm presuming we're going to hover, sidestep and land, as opposed to like a slow rolling landing. I think that's the default. So you should expect to kind of like be level with the superstructure in terms of altitude, pull up alongside, and then get your hover, and then give it a little bit of like right stick and a bit of left rudder, and you'll sidestep over the deck, and then you'll have to sort of commit to the landing, as it were. So sort of get that little bit of descent rate. Don't go down too fast, because it's very hard to slow down once you're dropping.
Yeah, copy that. I've done, well, like I said, I did it a couple of times 6 months ago, so what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, if you take like like the front kind of 2/3 of the front third point of the deck, I'll take the rear third point of the deck, to save me sort of like crushing in on you while you're hovering, and that way if you do take a bit longer, I'll just be behind you rather than like trying to get around you.
Yeah, excellent. Right, I'm going to sign it out of command and select the carrier frequency.
Lovely.
Command Gold 1, we are now within check-in distance of Mother, so we're signing out of here.